Hello and good morning to all. Today is another day of a word of encouragement and a word that I hope that will lift up somebody that's going through something. Good morning again to all. Today I just want to share a word of encouragement on not giving up in any situation. I know that when we are battling with flesh and the spirit, it becomes challenging to be able to uh, have that faith and belief that through the word of God we can overcome anything. When you have that battle with the flesh, with the mind, where you have the mind telling you this and telling you that, it really, really does test your faith. It really does discourage you. And I just want to share, just to encourage someone. Even this week gone, I experienced just something that was discouraging me. A couple of things that was discouraging me, and um, just really testing my faith and making me to wonder, like, you know, and God, is this truly what we're supposed to go through? Is this truly what we're supposed to experience? But each time I felt discouraged, one way or another, God will remind me that His word is powerful than anything. That we as children of God have that opportunity to be able to turn to His word in every situation, to call upon His name. Yes, it's hard when we're just us as just standing here, and many will say, how do you believe, how do you trust? Because you cannot see God, you're not speaking to Him. You don't have to see someone to speak to them. For example, if you're speaking to someone from New Zealand to Africa, are you always seeing them? No, you're just talking on the phone. I know they're responding, and God may not respond to you directly, or He may not respond to you on the spot, but He has His way of responding. And if you are discerning enough in the spirits, you will hear, you will listen, you will receive all that He shares to you. And so when you're truly, truly going through something, spend time in God's presence in a quiet place. And I'm telling you that God will respond in one way or another. He may respond in a Bible verse. He may respond in putting something in your heart that you should do. God always responds, and it's not going to be the way that we will imagine Him to respond, but He does respond. And God always reminds us, and it's always a good word of encouragement, that our miracles outweigh our disappointments. Anytime we're going through one thing or another, it's good for us to remember that God has done more for us than what we are going through. There's many of things that you've gone through in life where you thought it was your luck, it was pure luck. But nothing is by pure luck. Everything that we have and everything we've gone through is because of the miracles of God, because of the grace of God. Like you may have been trying so hard to get a job and it hasn't been going your way, and just all of a sudden you get a phone call. Oh, we would love you to come and work for us. You're like, oh, you feel like the luckiest person on earth. But it's not luck. It is not luck. It is by God. It is by God's grace. Everything we have and everything we do is by God's grace. So I want to encourage you today that even in your lowest moments, even when you feel so down and discouraged, just remember that our miracles outweigh our disappointments. Remember to turn to God, because His word is more powerful than any discouragement. His word is more powerful than any situation we're going through. Any situation, anything that you're struggling with right now, it's in the Bible. And if you're not too familiar with the Bible, you can Google your situation, and a verse will come up, and you will see that people many centuries ago were going through what we are going through now. but because of God, they were able to overcome what they're going through. Yes, I know many will be saying, how can I say these things, or how can I trust or believe in God so much that through His Word I'm able to overcome anything, or through God we find joy and peace? There's nothing I have not been through. There's nothing I've not seen in life that can cause me to turn away from God. I have been through everything, anything you can think of. And many say, how do you still remain strong in God when you've been through all those things? Who am I to be angry at God for these things I have gone through in life? Who am I to be angry at God? I have to be thanking God even for the littlest things, even for the littlest things that I go through, the little situations I go through, the little disappointments, the discouragements, because God is the one that brings us through it. I almost drowned as an infant, but I'm standing here today because of God, because of God. I did drown, actually, sorry, I drowned as an infant. I was found floating on the surface of the pool. I could have easily just not come back, but God brought me back. So that is enough. That is a big enough miracle to be able to thank God every day for even the littlest things I go through. I have been physically, verbally, sexually, mentally abused throughout my lifetime. But I'm not angry at God for it. Because throughout our lifetimes too, we also, when we're confused, when we're looking for the right path, when we're trying to find our way, we make mistakes. We do things that we're not proud of. But then that's why God is who He is. Because He's not a God who judges. He's not a God who hates. He is a faithful, merciful God. A God who will forgive. No matter what you have done, He will forgive. He's not a man who will say, turn against you because you did something. So I'm just here to encourage anyone today that is going through one thing or another. Try to remember the miracles that God has done for you when you're going through something. And know that you will overcome that thing you're going through. That in that moment, it may sound difficult. It may seem hard. You may feel like you're not going to get over it. You're not going to come through it. But just continue to remember that through the grace of God, through the miracles and wonders of God, you will overcome that current situation. So today, I just want to encourage you once again. Remain strong in God. Remain strong in prayer. Remain strong in reading the Word. And fast if you can. Don't allow any little disappointment, don't allow any little discouragement to pull you away, to hinder your faith. Remain strong in God, and He will bring you out of any situation you're going through. Thank you all for listening, and remain blessed.